Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. So, we've got Moncel disrupting our plans by deciding that drinking is more important than vanquishing evil. And that means we're likely just going to be taking out one of our low-level crews and getting them a little bit leveled up. I've taken a unique interest in Rue and equipped her with a profane scroll and legendary bracer. Now, since the last time we saw the profane scroll, it's had a lot of its negative aspects taken away. It no longer requires it to be dark to be getting the damage increases, so it's just better all around. It still has its negative healing impact, though. I think that combined with a plus 20% damage increase, taking her to a base damage of 9 to 18 is pretty decent, all things considered. And so she is going to become our second rank Vestal. And then I also want to try out a healing Arbalist and exactly what that looks like. So the Chirurgeon's Charm and Medic's Greaves for Gurney here, which is the most appropriate name that possibly could have happened for her. And then for our third rank, I think Rivire, I've never really learned how to pronounce her name, but I could use another Plague Doctor, as both my Plague Doctors are level 1 and 2. Why not go ahead and get one up into our higher levels? And so, yeah, we'll bring her out. She's spec'd for mostly blight damage, which I'm totally okay with. As far as where we're going to go, there's not a lot of really great options here. I think I'm just going to do the short mission for now, as the heart of why we're going out is really just to pass a little bit of time so that Moncel can get all of her alcoholism out of her bones, and that we can get moving on to the final Cove boss. So we'll tackle this short skirmish and see what there is to be seen. With 7,000 gold, we've got plenty of provisions. We're not going to be camping at all, so I think a single stack should be fine. We can, like, 2 shovels and then a couple of these things. Something like that, I think, should be just fine for what we need to bring out here. And we'll go ahead and get started. I do also need to get my handy-dandy curios list pulled up on the other screen. And there we go. It's been a little bit of time since I've been into the Warrens, so I may not remember all it has to offer. I do remember that the swine are resistant to disease, thanks to their unclean living. Although we can't really disease things.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Since we can't really inflict disease on the enemy, I don't think that matters too much. Alright, well, at least we avoided that trap. Let's see here. Occult Scrawlings. 2/3 chance of a positive quirk. Yeah. And dull and interesting. Alright then. Keep a moving. Find out if there's anything for us in this one room off to the side, and then the rest of this is going to be a clear shot. And indeed there is, and we managed to surprise them. I am A-okay with all this.
A devastating blow.
Nice. Double blight. We could go with the debuff, which might be worthwhile on somebody like the Swine Chopper. You know what, let's just try to get this guy dead instead. Yeah, like, we should be able to combine those two.
Give them no quarter.
There may be a Holy Lance to him. Awesome. He's not going to get much done. We are going to have to eat a vomit, though. Not like eat vomit. I mean, that would, yeah, that was grosser than I intended it to be. Ugh. Bleed.
Slowly,
ow.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
We do have the ability to remove that bleed, though, fairly easily. And here comes another vomit. Ugh. Man. I apparently have the slowest parties of all time. You know what? Just get a little bit of damage on him. He's out of the fight entirely. Might as well get her back up to max HP, and then
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And there we go. consider it maintained.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, and we do manage a scout, which is lovely. It tells us that I'm probably going to avoid this path as it includes both a wall and a hallway battle. And instead, we'll take on a trap with no one that really disarms traps very well. It's all up to you. Hey, that went better than expected. Alright. Books I don't care too much about. Keep them moving. And our first hunger event. Alright. Nothing in this room, and no scout. Just more books. Let me keep the torchlight up. And hallway fight. Man, we are doing some clutch surprising, though. I can't complain too much about that.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
What do I want to do here? I'm thinking the blinding gas should mean that little swine wretch doesn't get to do anything to us. Yeah, not too bad. Ugh. Ball and chain, and it gets the stun. Okay. Oh, man. He is so much faster than we are, isn't he? Speed 8. I guess that makes sense. We've got some speed 7s. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, well, I can't be too upset. Although I would prefer that the swine chopper stopped doing things like that. Let's see here. I could kill him, or I could heal everybody. Let's go ahead and go with the kill. We'll leave Gurney to perform as her namesake and heal up a little bit here. Battlefield medicine. Alright, took care of... Good dodge. Took care of the bleed and got her a little bit of HP back. Yeah, I could totally see the Arbalisk pulling this off. Might need a little bit of help from other classes. I wonder if that's going to count as stalling. Did not. Awesome.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yep. Totally destroyed them. It's fine. Alright. I kind of like that idea, though. The backline healing Arbalist. Mostly because, you know, it really feels like when she doesn't have any healing to do, that her offensive capabilities are much stronger than most of our healing classes. Just noticing, like, they're different... No, I must have picked up 2 food. It's always 4 food needed on the healing event, right? Okay. I was wondering why the stack was only at 10, but I had probably picked up some other food a little bit earlier. Alright. Torchlight, room battle.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Got some lovely carrion eaters to deal with. We'll start them off with a little bit of blight. Lovely. And then he dies without too much trouble. Yeah, like I feel like the Arbalist is capable of a little bit more consistent damage than a lot of our backline healers would be. Oh, munch. Okay.
A death by inches.
And there we go. Basically sorted out on the first turn.
Seize this momentum.
This is not something I want, right? The bone altar is... I don't know. Is this the... Do I not have this on my little list? Maybe I don't. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Maybe I'm not. Wow, actually that is, like, fantastic. Huh. Maybe it's called something else. Is it... I think that might be the Skull Altar. At least that's what it's called in the game files. That might make sense. Dinner cart. Tasty snacks. Alright. You know what? Might as well actually eat like one food and bring her up to full HP. Huh. Nice. And let's see if we can repeat that. We can. Oh my god, 20? That was glorious. It's gonna leave him with 1 HP, isn't it? Of course it is. He's gonna vomit and then immediately die. No, not immediately die. Okay, 29, 32.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Alright. 2 rooms left. Maybe 2 room battles, but
Radiance,
unlikely.
may we find victory.
Well, one here, though. This is a pretty easy lineup for a fight, though. We did not get the surprise this time. Oh, and he resisted. So that's going to be the big differences. Yeah, that guy is going to get to munch at us. Yeah, not the worst thing. Blight for 3. I could deal with that. And we mostly just dodged the drums. Okay. More blight. It's happening everywhere. Alright, well, I'll tell you what then. I think I'm just going to go with damage on these guys.
A singular strike.
Easily dispatched. And then you should be able to sort out the guy up front. Ugh. Hey. Suddenly our Crusader remembers how to dodge things. Okay, and meh, I'm not concerned enough about the healing to even bother.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I'll take it. I'll take the trifles. And we'll go ahead and check out this last room here. Oh, nice.
The light, the promise of safety.
We'll let him deal with the pile of bones. It's just gonna be loot. Ugh. Kind of terrible loot, actually. Why did we even bother with that? Just so we could walk into a trap. And this is, of course, going to be an empty room. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna go ahead and quest complete us. And easiest dungeon ever.
Their confidence is shaken.
Let's make sure that, did we actually make a profit off of this? We need 6,000? Like just barely did we make a profit off of this? Okay. Soft, Clotter, Unholy Hater, and Tetanus. Not particularly great quirks to have picked up either. But, well, you can't win them all.
We dug for months, years, an eternity. And we were rewarded with madness.
Moncel had, like, the craziest night out in the town ever. She spent 2 weeks drinking. It cost her over 500 gold. That sounds about right. And Marie came back from the brink of madness with his 100% stress reduced, which I am totally a-okay with. Alright, and this should mean that next week we're able to take on the drowned crew boss. I would have hoped for a better trinket than what we're offered, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. And then that should be our final boss, right? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Yeah. We've got one final roster goal, we've got one final boss goal, and another fight with the drowned crew should take care of both. She'll easily gain 4 experience from that. I'm totally down. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Short episode to be sure. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more episodes on the channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.